Okay, so in this video we're going to look at soft front brake fall towards a wall. So what this suggests is that you have now been projected towards a movable object, and therefore you need to, one, brake your fall, so control the descent, and then secondly possibly formulate a response from there. Two distinct kind of possibilities. One, that you've been shoved accidentally, in which case you need to stop yourself and then get out the immediate danger. The second situation is where you've been shoved purposefully, which means that there is now somebody still stood there, and that means I have to formulate a response and then vacate from the situation. But for now, we're operating from the position that my hands are somewhere here and I am able to formulate a reflexive response. Think about any kind of danger that is coming towards you, and you have some intel and you have a bit of time, you can do something reflexive like that in a kind of protective manner, and that's what we're going to utilise against the wall. So essentially the hands are acting like a pneumatic press. Impact is taken on the hands and the arms compress to reduce the force, to reduce the momentum. Also, I need to turn my chin to the side such that if anything was slightly sticking out of the wall, then I'm going to take it on the side of the face or not at all, rather than have my face completely facing the wall and then something going in my eye. You think about the environment, so this could happen in a pub or something like that. So it's important that we put the two together. So the hands are receiving the impact, the majority of the impact, they're then compressing, and then we're turning the head at the same time. So the way that will look will be from here, slow motion will be, the hands will be coming up, and then I would be taking the head to the side. Near that. So that's what you're going to practice first. You're just going to practice with a bit of momentum, i.e. you own momentum, you're just falling towards the wall, and you're going to catch yourself there. Once you've got that down, fairly easy. What you very quickly need to do is talk about the recovery. So let's go with the first situation, that you were accidentally bumped into the wall. Could be that there is an aggressive subject there, somebody has barged me out of the way to get to him, which means that I'm now falling towards the wall. Anything after that is not directed towards me. So from here, my recovery is that I need to dip my chin down and then have a scan around and move away and look around and fuck off. As simple as that. So the whole thing will be from here, fall, protect myself, then recover, and then look away. Notice when I look, I don't do it over the chin, just in case we're into the second situation where I was deliberately shoved and then I'd be having an attack straight after me. Of course, there are variations to this, as I've said before. You might not necessarily land clean, you might get one hand up, you might be slightly splayed up to the side, your shoulder might take the impact. They're the variations that we can look at. Certainly when I've been shoved against anything, this plays a minor part, but generally the important part is to turn and take the impact somewhere else. So we can add that in now. So rather than having both hands uniform, we could have it so that one hand just glances slightly off from here and then I move away. Okay? Worst case scenario would be that you haven't got your time to get your hands up, in which case you're taking a shoulder impact here, but that's for a later time. For now, I want you to either play with two hands, one hand and a bit of an assist, or one hand no assist, but then moving away. So here are some variations. Okay, so we're bringing Bob into fray now. So here, what Bob represents is possibly a continued assault, or the person is staying in my immediate vicinity, which meant he had the problem with me to begin with. He didn't have the confidence to hit me straight away, so what he's done is he's shoved me into the wall. It could be through either back or through the head, whatever, but he sent me towards here, and now he's still in this immediate vicinity. Different things can happen from here depending on what he is doing. So if he was to push me and index me and then repeatedly punch me around the back of the head, that's a slightly different situation to what I'm covering now. What I'm covering now is that he shoved me and there is a little gap. So maybe he's only got confidence to shove me and then stance up straight away, in which case I've got time to turn and hit him. Slightly different situation would be if he shoved me and then started pounding on the back of my head. It's not that. Okay? So if he's here and I've done this, then what I can't do obviously is just turn and look at him and then start a conversation. He shoved me and that's indicated that he's a good enough threat. He shouldn't be really fucking doing that. So rather than waste any kind of time conversing with this person, just fucking hit him. So from here, my best strike from here would be this tool going towards his face. So it's the hammer fist to the rear. Keeping the chin low and the hand is coming round. So we get from here, this to this, this to this. Alright? going to do from there is once you've struck him, there's a chance he will be spinning, he might be moving away, in which case, fuck off. Right, but if I've hit him and I've only glanced him and he's still rooted where he is, then I need to continue it. So once I've hit and I've hit it, maybe I hit the chest or the arm, I got it wrong. You know, you got to think about the emotional content from here. I always study minding my own business, maybe looking at something on the wall. Next to me, I've been shoved to the wall here in a very short period of time, mentally not prepared. The chance of your first retaliation might not be accurate, in which case you might need to follow up. So from here, I'd hit, then I would index this shoulder, like such. I'd bring my knee back, and I would drive the knee in. And then from here, I would move to the side, maybe keep him into the strike as I'm going. Why fucking not? So we're going to go from here, hit, index, switch the knee, fuck off. We looked at the key point would be minimising damage to yourself. So that is putting some kind of barrier up, so your hands to take the impact, the arms act as a bit of a pneumatic press, and then we double that effect by turning our head so we don't take impact on the front of our face, more so onto the side if it can't be helped. The two scenarios that we applied it to were that it would happen accidentally or as a consequence of the environment. So you can't complain if you're in a mosh pit, it's the given rules. If you're in a busy jostly place like a football crowd or something like that, again you can't start laying people out. So control your descent if possible and then look around and see if the problem was there. If the problem was there, then it's in your interest to start fighting back straight away. In this case, the guy shoved us and stood back, which allowed me to do the hammer fist. Alright, so we turned, we struck with the nearest weapon to the nearest target, keeping myself protected onto the side of the face. Alright, so it's a gross motor movement, I'll class as something. If you hit with the forearm, it doesn't really matter, as long as you hit him. Turn, hit him, turn, grab him, and then hit him some more, either up top or down the bottom. Okay?
Hi there, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it and the content that we're putting together. If you did, then it would really help if you could like the video and subscribe to help us grow. Feel free to comment or tell us what you'd like to see on here. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.